It's been a couple years since I played a Metal Gear Solid game on stream. And this is my favorite. It's called Metal Gear Solid 1. The Konami logo still just makes me feel sad. So we're gonna watch the intro. We're gonna complete the circle. The only Metal Gear Solid games left I have to stream are 1 and 2. If you hear weird clicks, let me know. Wait a minute, are those lines supposed to be like that? I guess so. Now they're gone.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces.
Genius
led
Kojumbo.
by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours...
What? Then what? Shit. Hang on a minute. This has got one of those things where if you click outside of the window, it mutes.
And the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. And stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by
Look at these graphics.
And then...
we'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
It's clipping all over the place.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf.
Get ready for best names.
Deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Shalashaska!
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
So why does this guy have the same name as me? But his name is Liquid and not Solid. Don't worry about it, Snake. So this is the PS1 version. Just up-resed a little bit. I tried to get the PC version to work, which has a number of enhancements and fixes, but I couldn't window it properly, so I gave up. Plus, I heard that there were some other potential crashes, so I gave up. But now we get the PS1 original with all the original music, with glorious, chunky graphics. It's gonna be good. I mean, and this is, you know, this is a game that came out. I hate to break the immersion. Whoa, that's good sound. I hate to break the immersion, but I have to for a moment. My controller wasn't working. I'll get that going. This is a game that came out September 3rd, 1998. And I have, you know, my history with this game and the series that I can tell you about. I know a little bit about some of the lore and, I guess, it was a lot simpler back then. These days, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just gonna do normal, because I want to get through the story. You know, I want to play and enjoy. Like I always say, I'll take the ego hit for a tighter stream. So yeah, there's a bit of an up-res happening, but you'll still see a number of the same, you know, graphical oddities that the PS1 was famous for. You'll see some chunky asses.
Can be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
It's amazing how many lines in this game are iconic.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
I'm in
Looks
Smash
like the
Brothers
elevator in
again.
the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you...
We already broke the fourth wall.
When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
So, some of the things in this game seemed so futuristic in 1998. Some of them still will. Because this game is takes place 2005 in this alternate Metal Gear verse. But some of it's still gonna seem pretty, futuristic and high-tech, and some of it's just gonna be laughable. But yeah, the reason I'm not playing Twin Snakes, I should explain one more time. Because I know a lot of people are gonna be curious. I like Twin Snakes, I think it's cool. But it's a different thing. You know, for one, you can aim first person, which I like. The problem is, though, the music is different. Cutscenes are different. They redid all the voice acting. But the original has such good fucking music. I don't know why they did that. So that plus the idea of this is a 20th anniversary stream, Snake, is why I'm doing the original. So you'll see on the codec, on the Soliton radar in the top right, the cone of shame.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
There's a mission debriefing that you can access, I think, from the menu, which I will eventually show you.
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to...
Thanks, Colonel. I don't know what to do, Colonel. Could you tell me again? Just tell me one more time, please. I've corrupted this game a lot. I haven't streamed it since I corrupted it. So, I haven't played it since I corrupted it. So I keep expecting, like, Clown Vomit and Metal Gear Taco and just things going wrong. But that's not happening. Now, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like when you get killed and game over. Just in case you didn't know. Now, you can escape the enemies. You can escape the soldiers, but, you know, they'll come looking for you. But then you can let the thing... Okay, that was an accident. I didn't mean to die there. But you knew that. Also, the reason I'm going... The reason I'm crawling over the water is because... Oh shit, did you see that? Is they can hear that. So when you crawl, it doesn't make noise. There's a lot of things that this game doesn't have that the series adopted later on. Which we'll talk about through the stream. And yes, I'm explaining this game as if you've never seen it before, because there are a lot of people here. Type 1 if you've never played it. Type 1 if you've never seen it either. Or type 2 if you've never even seen it. Okay, so... Sorry, chat. I just broke the chat, because now so many people are typing 1 and 2. So, I know a lot of us have played this game dozens of times. A lot of us love it. And this is definitely in my top 10 series of all time. Which changes frequently. But... there are a lot of people who have never played Metal Gear Solid, ever. And I'm here to fix that. Yeah, later on in the series you can do things like aim in first person. You could, crawl. Not go prone, but like, rather... You could duck and walk. Duck walk. You can duck walk like Chuck Berry. Crouch walk. There's a lot more physics-related stuff that happened later on in the series, but in this game, this is all kind of the beginning of that, and for its release, for its time, it was really impressive. I really don't think I had played anything like this. This had like a level of emergent... Sorry, is there a way to fix that? Where if you, mouse out of it... Don't go out of the window. Oh. Yeah, I was looking for that setting. I couldn't find it. I'll figure it out eventually. No, this isn't the PC version, Jeff. Okay, so... Yeah, for its time, it blew me away. I remember playing a demo. I got some fucking demo disc that this was on. And... I didn't have a lot of money for games. I didn't know which games were gonna be good. I liked Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, it was a good demo. Yeah, face clipping. I liked Crash Bandicoot. I liked Spyro. There were a lot of cool demos, but nothing blew me away like this did. Like, I didn't know games could be this cinematic. I didn't know the games could have voice acting this good, stories this good. Textures that vibrate. Is this a sequel to Death Stranding? Sorry, he said Death Standing.
I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
I'm only
How's that
26.
thinking suit
I don't know how
working
old he is.
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
I've seen this helicopter scene so many times.
V.
Get
Colonel.
completely corrupted.
What's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea.
Hind D.
But
Why does it have
looks like our
top
little
tits?
diversion got their attention.
I just noticed
Now's
that.
your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Hind double D. Those are fuel
There are
tanks,
only
actually.
18
Oh,
hours
thank
left
God, I
until
thought they
their
were
deadline.
boobs.
You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
My name is
Looks
Snake,
like
not
we
Frank.
both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first,
The man
let me
behind the
explain
legend.
about the Soliton radar system.
Hashtag.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
Gotta look from
The
DARPA's.
DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can
Green
on him
dot.
about the terrorists.
She said
if
dot.
He's alive, that is.
Not thought. Jesus, chat.
Snake, your
So
radar isn't
predictable.
affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use
Well,
it
isn't
in an
everything?
area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember,
I'll keep it in
except
my
for your
live journal.
binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Jesus.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Why everyone is horny on codec in this
If you
game?
want to get in, there's the front door.
Snake, you're naked.
It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
When I was a kid, I was like, pineapples? And then when I finally bought the game, I was like, oh, grenades.
What about the air duct near the door?
Are you ready, kids?
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't hear you.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Pineapple under the sea. Okay, so silliness aside. Yeah, this game had some pretty amazing things in it, like the cover system, how the camera kind of zooms in and follows you. That was pretty fucking mind-blowing. Being able to attract attention by making noise. It just felt like a leap forward, playing this game and then Ocarina of Time in the same year. That's fine. I got touched by the light. Whose footprints are these? Could it be that guy that we just saw? And that's it. In this game... In this game... In this game, the dudes are a little bit more, a little bit more lax. Oh, right. I was pressing the wrong button. Okay, body's gone. Good thing I wouldn't want to have to hide it. Everybody's returning to positions. Dude just got choked out. We have a confirmed intruder on Shadow Moses Island. These textures are so jiggly.
A surveillance camera?
What? He's so surprised. Like, why wouldn't they have one, Snake? Okay. That particular type of grenade takes out electronics. So there's a couple ways into the base. There's up top. There's that. Got one down there. Yeah. Kind of a dick move, I know. Now, you're gonna have to bear with me while I play this, because I am going to suck. I am going to get caught. Even though I played this game a lot, it's been years. So, you know. And it's me. Come on, it's me. But yeah, it's also weird because, like, you know, playing later Metal Gear games and then playing this one, you know, your options are just like, run. Full speed run. Ah, shit. Well, one missed call. I tried to pick up the call. I was too late. Time to reset.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
So here's this cool
Master,
character.
What are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Thanks, Kaz. That's Kaz. That's Katz. That's his name. What's the dude's... what is the name of the dude who does... Cam Clark. Kazuhiro Miller. Cam is great. They have... You know, this game made me aware of voice talent.
To the cell in the first floor
How important it is.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
So yeah, the camera...
Did something happen?
There's
How cinematic this is.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
Felt like a movie.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
So we got a potential other intruder. Yeah, the cinematics in this game, the sound design is not to be understated. There's a lot of really great sound design in this game. Really brings you into it. Even here, like these... These noises, these like ventilation shaft noises that go from right to left, from left to right, from right to left. Just really good ambience. Aside from all the good music. And again, if ever a game felt like it didn't get restricted by its technology, like the PS1, you can see the texture jiggling around. You can see it here. They're like living. But I have a particular headcanon for this, which is that Snake, due to the nanomachines having psilocybin in them, he's just, it's like light hallucinations. Missed another goddamn call. I'm gonna try not to miss any more calls. Jesus. Call again. Someone just wrote typical introvert Vinny. Is it really that obvious? How do you manage to do that? I guess I just... From playing the game and, you know, knowing the story... Shit. It was probably like, you can go down that ventilation shaft, Snake. All he says is push O to get down that shaft. Get down from the shaft. Okay, you wouldn't want to spend too much time on the shaft. Alright, got it. What is it with Konami and shafts?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Okay. Well. Let's see what Master Miller has to say.
Snake, that floor is designed so that your footsteps echo. Listen, Snake, there's a way to walk so your footsteps won't be heard. I call it stalking. Here's how you do it. First, put your weight on the opposite foot that you're going to step with. Then, take a step so that your heel makes contact with the ground first. Then, as you slowly lower the tip of your foot to the floor, gradually shift your weight onto that foot. Use your knees to maintain the subtle balance. Try it.
I can't do it.
Another way is to wear your socks over your shoes. If you crawl on your stomach, You won't make any noise either.
That I can do. God damn it.
Snake, that floor...
I know, Miller.
You found out where the DARPA chief is. With his nanomachine transmitter, he should show up as a green dot on your radar when you get close. Try to find him.
Was Mei Ling in future Metal Gear games? I don't remember now. Or was it just this one?
Come on, Snake, you can do it.
Oh, she was in 4? I know Naomi was in 4 a lot. She was the boat captain in 4. Oh, okay, thanks. She's the admiral of the anime navy. Why is that so funny to me? The anime navy? It wasn't that anime, was it? Oh, God. I don't have the proper, authorization to get into that room. Is there anything even in here? Also, this music, again, it's the main reason. Yeah, there's something in here. Thermal goggle. It's the main reason I'm playing this and not Twin Snakes. And there's a lot to like in Twin Snakes. I don't care what anyone says. People shit on Twin Snakes, but it looks good. It has some really great look good. Well, it plays well. The gameplay's better. It looks nice. It's like an alternate take on the story. And I don't mind that so much. Again, I know where it suffers. I have the same issues as most people. But, you know, I'm not really sure what happened there. It's not just the audio, though. That, I mean, it's the cutscenes, too. The Matrix cutscenes get a little bit too, flashy for me, but when you think back to, like, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 2 really upped the ante on the craziness of the Metal Gear Solid universe, like, in terms of, like, what's possible. Shit's like Blade/Matrix. So, when Silicon Knights was like, hey, we need to remake Metal Gear Solid 1, let's look at Metal Gear Solid 2 and figure out what we're gonna do. And that's what they did. And as a result, they have Solid Snake jumping off of a missile. So it doesn't really trip me up too much when you contextualize it like that, but you know, I'm just, you know, happy to be playing the original. But yeah, this is a sneaking mission, so if you can avoid conflict and choking people out, that is preferable. This is the wrong one. Oh, I didn't miss this one.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Do. Sorry, back. He's all scrambled and shit. I always liked this effect. that you can see the lights. I always thought it's so subtle, like you don't even really think about it, but then it's just perfect.
Snake, if you want to go up
Snake.
or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
I should mention that this game, this character, is based on Escape from New York's Snake Plissken, which was later referenced in Metal Gear Solid 2, but I'm gonna say that this game as a whole is way more reminiscent of Escape from LA, which is one of the fucking stupidest movies I've ever seen. Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken has to play a game of basketball for his survival. It's so weird. But I've seen that movie so many times when I was a kid, so when I played this game I was like, Snake Plissken. But I like it. I mean, I like watching it because of how dumb it is. But Escape from New York is the better movie. It's just surprising because, yeah, and Escape from LA, Snake...
Ugh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska.
Poopy time.
Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
They have technology where they can poop through their pants. In the beginning of Escape from LA, Snake Plissken, you know, is injected with a thing, and then he has to go do the thing in LA, and he gets there through use of a small one-man submarine.
Is that a woman? Not him.
Also, let's talk about Snake's voice in a second.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Snake's voice got raspier and smokier and whiskier as time went on. David Hayter admitted to, you know, he has to drink and smoke a little bit to get back into the Snake character, but in this game, I think it works well. Like, he didn't fully rasp it, and I think he became like a better voice actor as time went on, but the voice just got kind of hard to listen to. By Peace Walker, it's like comical. Ah, Colonel! And this one, it sounds pretty good. This and Metal Gear Solid 2 are my favorite Snake voice.
Ah, Colonel, it's me, Snake.
Who's that?
I'm the
here to save
Shockmaster.
you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
His outfit is cool. It's a stealth suit.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them.
I love this guy's voice acting.
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth.
Jesus.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
I mean, you can just use a satellite. But yeah, if you want to use a mech, that's fine too.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, there it is. Just
knew?
iconic. You knew?
Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
Metal Gear awesome. is
We've had
now
a
forever
couple of
tied
run-ins in the past.
to the experience.
So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Rex.
It's just look at
Metal
Snake
Gear
dialogue.
Rex, the code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
Prototype.
They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Just talking to myself.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
Psycho Mantis.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
Powers.
This is bad.
Oh, okay.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime.
You guys hear that?
But there is a way to stop the launch.
Thunder?
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
It's a crazy info dump this early.
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical
ID card. Chat is now just asking questions. I guess Snake is too. Why not? Why not?
In your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
As this is happening, it's thundering outside. And it's like rumbling my house. It's like a fucking fully immersive experience.
Naomi,
fucking dead.
Chief, what happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the
Did you hear
file?
that one?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate.
Oh.
Get out of there and find President Baker.
I was hoping that the fucking thunder would get so loud that it would just like... Whoa. That you'd have no choice but to hear it on stream and the compression would make it louder. But... Oh, speaking of but... Best vomit and maggot graphics I'd ever seen up until this point.
Don't move! You found me! Yay! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not.
Yeah, that's
Don't
Johnny.
Move.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
Jesus.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Yeah. Also, I'm going to be avoiding spoilers as much as possible for... Wow, what am I aiming at? What am I shooting at? For the people that have not played this... Oh man, I'm rotten at this right now. Shoot! Don't just stand there, shoot! So the snake voice is gonna get real annoying real quick. Oh. I was like, what if I just run all the way to the right? That'll do it. Go. Open. Open door. Don't make me do all the work.
Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
I got it this time. All the while, ass staring at us. Johnny's ass. Does this feel slow to anyone else? Or is this just how the game plays in this section? Also, damn, I forgot how fucking satisfying the sound of the SOCOM was in this game.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
Genius Kojumbo. What fourth dimensional thing could he be planning next?
You killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Someone earlier said congratulations, Vinny, on defeating the first member of Foxhound. Shh, it's vague. Shh.
Good girl. Just like that. Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's
Do you remember when
psychic.
Psycho Mantis was
Think of
Psycho
it as a
Baby?
mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Psycho Baptist. So, once again, I've got all of my Metal Gear Solid streams on the Full Sauce channel. If anyone is interested, learning more about this dude, for example. You know, if you want to learn all about this dude. The only ones that I don't have are this one and Metal Gear Solid 2. So we're going to, as I said earlier, if you missed it, we're going to complete the circle. And no, I'm not planning on doing the originals, Metal Gear 1 and 2. Because there's the NES versions, which are thought of as inferior, and then there's the, what, MSX versions? Someone just said, do acid. That dude who was really upset when I streamed LSD because he thought I was gonna, like, do LSD is gonna be really upset at that comment. Possibly very confused. Yeah, they just keep C4 lying around. That is... that is such a video gamey thing to do. Having a floor that falls apart like that. Because so far, this isn't, like, devolving into insanity. Like it will later, or, you know, like it does in the series, especially in the series later on. Maybe not even... This game gets a little insane, for sure, and it's got things that are... Well, I mean, Psycho Mantis can fly. Never mind. No, we're already there. Oh, when you smoke cigarettes, you lose life. Very slowly. So even though you look cool as fuck, your health goes down. This game values realism, what can I say? So in Twin Snakes and Metal Gear Solid 2, you could actually get in these lockers and hide in there. They put more lockers all over the place. This is something I didn't realize until, like, my third playthrough. That it actually says what's in the room on the doors. Nikita. FAMAS. C4. Speaking of FAMAS... Speaking of weapons in video games... New weapon in Counter-Strike. Well, new old weapon. The MP5, I think, right? Haven't played Counter-Strike in a while, but as I've said, that is one game that has the power to addict me. Let's see what Campbell has to say.
The walls that were cemented over should look slightly different. Look at the walls carefully in first-person view mode. Try to find the walls that have a different pattern.
Did you try hitting the wall? Maybe it'll sound different too.
Those C4 explosives you've got should be able to destroy the walls that were cemented over.
I still don't get it, Master.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind is your most dangerous weapon. If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts. You can also try calling Campbell for advice.
Tell me more about your past. Your childhood.
Soldiers that have been forged in the fires of battle are used
you
to
lose an
catching
arm?
naps whenever and wherever they can. There's a big difference between real soldiers and those kids who have only been trained in VR simulators.
Shit.
After
Throwing
playing
shade at
for
Raiden.
a long time, you should get some rest too.
It's like Nintendo. Stop every 15 minutes.
You caught Snake?
Someone earlier just said, Vinny, you don't strike me as a Counter-Strike player. I was a big Half-Life
Snake,
mod.
listen to what Lo Chi said.
Okay, after this.
He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Well, enough is enough was enough to you. But I was gonna say that I played a lot of Half-Life mods. And VDub introduced me to Counter-Strike. But no, I played Counter-Strike a lot when I was younger. Played a lot of Team Fortress Classic. I'm not very competitive. But I enjoy it. I like CSGO. It's fun. Did you play Natural Selection? Yeah. What are your thoughts on Quake 1? Oh man. Must be a lot of new viewers. I'm not throwing shade, just saying. Talked about this stuff a lot. I love Quake 1. I played Quake 64, believe it or not. That was my main experience. I like the single player of Quake. Some extra bullets. Yeah, there was a Quake 64. I played Doom 64 and Quake 64. And Quake 2 on the N64. Or was Quake 2 on, GameCube? Or, no, that was on 64 too, right? I didn't have a PC that could run this shit until later. Then you missed a wall? Really? Okay, let me go get that wall before I... Anyway, yeah, I played a lot of mods, but there was a lot of, there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't afford, so I ended up just playing mods instead. Where is the wall that I missed? Oh, here it is. How did I... Yeah, I fucking... just vine blinded over that. So, I'm gonna try out the new Counter-Strike weapon and see if it's as good as the MP5 used to be, and I think it's silenced, which is cool. I'm just afraid that if I play it, I'll get stuck playing it. Like, I'll get addicted, because I play Quake Champions a little bit, and then I want to play more of it. But at the moment, I've been playing a lot of Dead Cells. They also sent me Monster Hunter Generations. I can't talk about it. But I played it for about 15 minutes, and then I started harvesting mushrooms, and it took me like 25 seconds. I was like, oh, Monster Hunter World fucking ruined me.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it!
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Why do the cutscenes get like really scummy every now and... Oh, it's the effect they use.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now
waiting for you.
The man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt's Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Ocelot.
Draw! Draw!
Oh, but yo, son.
Hiding won't help. I love to reload doing a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-reached chamber.
I guess...
I'm alive. Let's go.
Why can't I switch to ration? I guess when I was a kid, I didn't realize how silly some of this dialogue was.
Better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long. Don't you want to settle this?
Can I just use a grenade? Well, that would probably be a bad idea, right? One grunt. That's all they could afford. They spent the rest of the budget on the fucking helicopter licensing. Call me crazy, but I like this fight a lot better in Twin Snakes with the first person aiming. Ugh, getting stuck on walls. That's more than 6 bullets, Ocelot. On something that moves. Whoa! I just shot the fucking Baker in the head. Guy's a champ, though. Isn't there a way you can... Last 2 bullets. There's a way you can run. Oh, there is a way you can run with the laser.
Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you?
Minus hand.
I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Hurt me more, Snake!
Who the hell?
Trying to think.
Who are you?
Trying to think of what my reaction was to this shit when I was young.
The chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you.
Look at that. What is that face?
I didn't kill the DARPA.
It's like a witch.
He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. they wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Uncle Fester forgot.
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one
Back
of my
of the CD
employees.
case.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Anime.
The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn.
No.
In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Fuck is wrong with me?
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Jeez.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disk exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be.
What a coincidence.
Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
I really love how this story unfolds.
The hell?
Just a little bit at a time. Just little hints here and there.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
What is that supposed to mean?
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Alright, then I guess no one knows who the ninja is, that's fine. The ninja with the electrical sword. Couple of thoughts I have here. One, really great, writing. I forgot how good the writing was in this game, especially for 98. You know, good voice acting, and also I don't remember if Snake was like this from every game forward. Like, did Snake always just repeat the last thing someone said? And was like, what? Foxhound. Carpet. Muff. Last thing someone said. Isn't there a wall here? But, I mean... No, it's this, that stuff. No, I just remember being blown away by this game because 1998... Mario 64 was like the game that I was playing that I was like, oh, this game is awesome. And here's the story of that. Thank you so much for playing to my game. So this was a bit different. There it is. Yeah, this was a little different. So fuck that room. I can't even do anything in there until I get a level 6 keycard. But, using, like, real footage... How old was I? I was 13 when I played this. Using the real footage... And, like, granted, it is silly stock footage, but it really, really, really worked on me, and it made me think more was going on than there actually was. Not to say there wasn't a lot going on, because there was a lot going on, but it really, really... It sold it. It totally sold it for me. And it actually made me nervous. I was like, is this what this is really like? PMCs. So, yeah, this game kind of scared me a little bit, and it worked. So all of its little tricks to pull the narrative together, I thought was great.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Tell me about Godzilla. Doesn't she tell me about Godzilla at some point?
Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had all
She does.
spent, where our desire is
Wrong
gone
game.
without content. Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items, too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
Because she has, like, a lot of quotes and stuff, but, people are saying Paramedic is the movie buff? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I remember in the stream I did of Metal Gear Solid 3, hearing about James Bond, I was like, yeah. Yeah.
First, the DARPA chief, and then President Baker die of a heart attack?
Yeah, smells pretty rotten to me. Master, do you know anything?
No, but there's definitely something going on. Keep your eyes open out there.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
in any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Okay, so that confused the fuck out of me when I was a kid, because I thought there was a CD item that you had to get in the game. Oh, that's the button. Just pressing the wrong button there. Wait, how does this game work with analog? It's got 8 directional movement, so nothing really crazy. So yeah, I actually thought I had to find a CD, so I ran around in circles for a while. Soon realizing that no such CD item existed. Oh.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Wait, did that count for me getting the... Okay, no, I have to go back and get that. So once I realized that it wasn't actually an in-game CD, I was looking around in the instruction booklet, and then I was just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And then I looked on the back of the box and I saw that the codec was there. I was like, really? So yeah, you actually have to check the back. You actually have to check the back of the game case to get Meryl's codec, for anyone who didn't play this ever, or specifically didn't play it when they were younger. It's both anti-piracy and a really good way to fuck with people, which I'm pretty sure Genius Kojumbo loved doing. It's no one. And I forgot how fucking brutal the guards got later on in the series. It was, no, not that. There it is.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes,
they
right?
kind of look a little angry.
They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah. You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
A whole thing
dead.
that you just
What?
unleashed upon us, Meryl.
Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Nature's pockets.
Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
Hashtag man behind the legend.
Right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Snake?
Hi.
Don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open.
Okay.
I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Hi. It's me again.
I'll call you when I get the door open.
And thus Meryl never picked up again. That little monologue about killing people, you know, how it makes you sick and all that. When I was like 13, 14, it was like, bro, just pull the trigger, just shoot, bro. Video games.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
I'm an adult.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Damn. No, I just remember, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're watching action movies, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in Shoot Fight, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in Fight Gun Shoot, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in Machine Gun Man. All these things, like, just kind of, you know, I mean, I wasn't desensitized necessarily, but, you know, you're playing a video game and it's like, who cares, Meryl? You just shoot them, Meryl. But now, when I read that stuff, I'm like, oh. Jeez. know, I respect and appreciate the character a lot more now. Because I was more like, well, Solid Snake is an action hero, man. So, of course, he shoots the bad guys, but, you know, Meryl's the one who's coming in here like, oh, I want to be a soldier. I can do it, bro. She says, bro. And then she gets, you know, she gets into combat. It's like, well, you sure this is what you wanted? Vinny, you said you had one more story. I do have one more story. I'll tell you now while I'm doing this part. It wasn't an Atlantic City story, it was a Wildwood story. So, I went to the arcade. There are a number of arcades. Oh yeah, box. It's always one of the coolest details for me. So, you know, I go to the Boardwalk arcade, and, they have these, like, games that are basically, like drugs and gambling addiction for children, where you put the coins in. So it's the Wizard of Oz game. I guess it got really big. What you do is you put the coins in, and then the pusher pushes the coins, and then if the coin goes into the hole, or whatever you want to call it, you get tickets. But the Wizard of Oz game, you have to collect cards, and if you collect all the cards, it's like Pokemon, you see. If you collect all the cards, then you will get more points. So this game got really huge. Every arcade has the Wizard of Oz game. I saw it last year, I saw it the year before. And there's bonuses and like a wheel that spins, so it keeps you engaged. It's like loot crates. It's loot crates in the form of arcade game. So I was walking around and I was thinking about playing some arcade games, and so I came across, they have a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory one, like Willy Wonka, and it's basically the Wizard of Oz game. Oh, fuck.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door.
Shit. I need a ration. Yeah, I like the quarter games. I think they're kind of cool, but I saw a Willy Wonka one, and there were cards, right? And if you collect all 9 character cards, you get 50,000 points. And I'm thinking to myself, I was like, if I just put in the proper coinage, I can get all those cards. There was like 7 of them stacked in a corner. So I got $20 worth of coins. Within $10 of coins, I got all the cards. They were all there. So I got them. Points for what? You get like you get to choose from like candy or like electronics or you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just garbage. Like just trash that you wouldn't spend that much money on anyway, but mostly like just knickknacks and, you know. Oh god. It's mostly knickknacks and stuff that you might see in like a gift shop. So I got 7 of the cards, or 6 or 7 of them, and then I got the golden ticket, which was worth 5,000 points. And while you're playing these things that, you know, plays like Willy Wonka music, I still needed 2 cards, right? I need like Charlie and Grandpa Joe. So I walk around and I go to the other Willy Wonka machine, because there's like 8 of them. And I found another one that had a Grandpa Joe, right in the front of the coins, so I put, like, you know, the rest of my money in, or not all of it, but a bunch of it. I swear to God, and I got Grandpa Joe. So now I have 8 cards. So then I walk around more, and then I see one with Charlie about to fall. So I put the coins in, and I got Charlie. And I got all 9 cards, and a couple extras, too. For about 20 bucks. So now I have 58,000 points, and you're thinking, like, right now you're all thinking to yourself, wow, Vin, how are you so good at video games?! Okay, so nobody is thinking that. Okay, right, so I'm looking around, and the nice Russian lady's like, you have 58,000 points. I'm like, what should I get? She's like, candy? I said no. That's a lot of candy, I'll die. So I go walking around. I'm looking for items that might be good for gifts or just stuff. 57, you know, it was like 57,300 points. And let me just tell this paused for a second because it'll, you know, it'll go quicker this way. That's not enough points to get something good, but it's too many points that you can't just, like, grab a bunch of small shit, because then you're gonna have too much small shit. So I'm, like, looking around for, like, a good 10 minutes. There's a fucking Han Solo lunchbox. There's, like, shot glasses. There's a bunch of Marvel shit. And it's all, like, cheap. I'm like, ugh. It's like, man, I should just get the goddamn candy. But eventually, I just got gifts for, like, my family. I got, like, a tote bag that says Wildwood on it. I got, like, a plank. No, it's like a wooden buoy. It's not a plank. It's a wooden buoy that says Wildwood on it, and it's wood. So I don't know who wants that, but okay. And what else did I get? A little box. They had something for 60. It was like an LED, portable Bluetooth speaker. Oh, fuck.
Just a box.
Yep. Just a box. Wait, you never saw a box before? So they had a, yeah, it was like a LED Bluetooth speaker that I had some interest in before realizing that it actually cost 60,000, as I said a moment ago. So again, I couldn't get anything really cool. See the little dance I did there? And even so, I don't need a fucking LED Bluetooth speaker anyway, so. What kind of candy was it? Like Airheads,
Be careful, Snake.
Twizzlers.
That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Someone just said how many points were the real good shit, like game consoles. I think a Switch was 300,000. I saw Crash Bandicoot remastered.
Be careful, Snake.
For 100,000. Yep. So you're gonna need a lot of Grandpa Joe's if you're gonna get that. Why am I doing this? No. Mom and Dad went to a show. Dropped me off at Grandpa Joe's. Oh. Shit. The perspective. I couldn't see the laser. Oh, by the way, I had to wake up today at like 9.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
So I'm gonna go ahead and blame that. Let's try that again. Okay, I'll try that again. Yeah, so Crash Bandicoot was 100K, but remember, not all of these machines had the cards easily attainable. Like, that was luck. When I saw that, I was like, okay, fine, you got me. But, you know, was it fun? Not really. But I got some shitty knickknacks out of it. Vinny, during your Rondo of Blood stream, you were shitting a lot on Dracula X. I tried it and I think it's a fine game. What exactly is wrong with it? No, it is a fine game. It's just generally considered not as good as Rondo. It's not balanced as well, like difficulty-wise. I remember struggling on it, giving up on it. The level design, someone saying is shit. I don't remember.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
Fucking Deep Throat. I know you guys want me to call Nastasha, but can't you not call her until you're told about her? Waiting for that fucking ration for a while now. You can call her anytime. Alright, fine. What is Nutstasha's codec?
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
You can get candy if you win.
Terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Sure about that, Snake?
Here, Snake.
I feel like more soldiers could help.
That is a mine detector. It works by searching for metal objects. It will even find claymores that are hidden with optic stealth technology. It is set so that the position of the landmines will show up on your radar. All you have to do is equip the mine detector and keep an eye on your radar. Use it carefully.
That's not... Wait, that's not Naomi's voice actress doing, like, a phony Russian accent, right?
Mei Ling, how can someone outside of this operation cut into my codec?
You're talking about that guy calling himself Deep Throat. We were monitoring from here.
What about it?
Well, if somebody knows your frequency, they can call you. But the question is, how did he learn it? It's top secret information.
Can you tell me where he called from?
I'm sorry. The signal is too weak to locate its source. But I'm sure he's near you. Somewhere on the base.
Okay, so apparently it's not the same voice actress as Naomi, but it is an American doing a Russian accent. Crap.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
Okay, so the reason the fucking video gets crusty during the cutscenes is the filter doesn't know how to match the up-resed visuals.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
I'm sure there's a way to fix that, but I'm not too bothered by it. Mine D. I was gonna say, I really hope that that's a fucking ration. That's a ration.
Snake!
Snake,
God damn it.
be careful.
I mean, that means that Nastasha never happened. Just like Jesus. According to Wario. It's not my words, that's what Wario says. And Santa. Fuck. Guess I threw that a little too late. run me over. How do I get so good at this game, though? How am I so good at this game?
See how you like this?
So why are you able to suddenly survive a grenade?
Where did you learn to fly?
I know, deep throat. You know, the only way that could have gone was me blowing myself up with grenade. I have no idea how I'm going to stream Enter the Gungeon tonight. Okay. Snake, that's a tank!
I think you might be able to fool the tank's electronics.
Now, I know what you're thinking, chat. How is it possible that one person could be so good at all the various video games that exist in the world? I mean, you should see me play Call of Duty. Slow motion body.
See how you like that?
Wow. Shouldn't have died that many times, considering how easy that was. Hindsight is a bitch.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon, much like you. I would expect no less.
See? I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Damn. So why are you shirtless out in Alaska, dude? Who are you trying to prove something to? I am the sex appeal of the group. So he says snakes don't belong in Alaska, but do ravens? More so than snakes? I accept that answer. I have no idea if it's true, but I like it. Crawl in hole? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There's a secret hole over here that I never knew about? Wait a minute. Okay, so... Tank, it's by the piss stain? Oh. Oh, it's that. Okay. If you need to run from the tank. It's on the fucking radar, too. It's just a small little hole. Alright. We're gonna save here, and I'm gonna come back with some Enter the Gungeon. Just because I've been kind of jonesing for it a bit. But more Metal Gear Solid soon. I'd also like to have another game going alongside this. I don't know which one it's gonna be yet, but there will be another game soon.
Snake, in China they say, you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad breath. Do you know what that means? It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps and stay away from the enemy.
So Wario is wise? No, I think the other game I'll be playing alongside this is Twin Snakes. Okay, no, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Metal Gear Solid. It's great. I suck at it. Hopefully next time I play it, I'll be a little bit more awake. I have a couple keys I'll be giving away during the Gungeon stream. I have Enter the Gungeon Switch codes that Devolver just straight up sent me. I don't even have Enter the Gungeon Switch, but I'll tell you about it when I get back. So, yeah. So, more Metal Gear Solid in the next couple days. And I'm japing. For anyone who seriously thinks I'm gonna stream Twin Snakes alongside this, no. Alright, stick around. Be right back. Enter the Gungeon.